Alright, so let's get started. Today I'm going to be using the new Anastasia of Beverly Hills single eyeshadows, and I'm going to be starting off with the shade Birkin. I did use this eyeshadow in my old Hollywood glam makeup tutorial as well. It is a great neutral eyeshadow color, perfect for that transition color in the crease. I am using an E40 brush from Sigma to buff that back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Then I'm going to be going in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. This is totally optional, but I am just using this on that exact same brush to kind of buff out that color because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to blending. I like to use Peach Smoothie just to make sure that we have no harsh lines whatsoever and everything is buffed out. Then I'm going to go in with Ben Gal. This is again by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I love this color. It's a really pretty warm brown. It reminds me a lot of MAC texture. It has a little bit of sparkle in it, but not too much. So using an E25 from Sigma, I'm just putting that all over the entire lid up into that lower part of the crease and just buffing back and forth again in windshield wiper motions. Then I'm going to be going in with an oldie but a goodie. This is a Makeup Forever eyeshadow in number 162. I absolutely love this color. It's like a very dark purpley brown. So taking an E25, I'm going to pack that on the entire outer corner of my crease. And then I'm going to take another E25. Yes, I have two of them, and I go back and forth, and I'm going to use the clean one just to buff that out so that we have no harsh lines. I want the top of the lid to be very warm, very smoky, but I also want that outer corner to have some depth and dimension. Then I'm going to go in and do my gel eyeliner. I am using Morphe liner in the shade Black, and I'm going to be using an E65 liner brush from Sigma, which is my ride or die liner brush that I've used forever. And how I do my eyeliner is I start off on the very corner of my eye by making a line towards the tail of my eyebrow. Then I take that line and I connect it to the inner corner of my eye, as you can see me doing, and then I just fill in the gaps. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, but I'm telling you, this is my favorite way to do liner. I don't know how I used to do liner on myself or clients before I did it like this because I think it's just so much easier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different liner brush, and I'm going to take any makeup remover, and I'm just going to take that clean liner brush, get some makeup remover on it, and then I'm just going to clean away the excess. This is a really great trick to sharpen your eyeliner. Like if you've gotten messy, you can really just make that tip more precise so that that liner is nice and sharp and however pointy you want to make it. Then I'm going to go ahead and just coat my lashes with any mascara that you have. It doesn't matter because we're going to be covering them up with false lashes anyways. Well, at least I am. I'm going to be going in with Alina lashes, and these are in the style Bianca. Oh my God. These lashes give me life. Oh my God. These are so beautiful. Get ready. I have to do a lash dance because I love them so much. Who doesn't do a lash dance, right? I'm going to show you up close what these look like once I have them on because these are seriously everything right now. They're not too long. They're just so fluffy and dense. Oh, look at those babies. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go in with Tarte Clean Slate Flawless Primer. I'm not really a big primer girl, but I do this especially in the wintertime because I'm so dry. Any extra hydration I can get, I take. So I'm using a hydrating primer before I go in with my foundation. And as always, I'm going to be using Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Yes, 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 we get it. The same old routine. This is what works for me. Can you see how white my face is compared to my body? Like right now, my face is literally like giving Snow White a run for her money. It's no joke. So I am using a G6 foundation brush from Morphe, and I'm going to just buff this in all over my face. I'm currently using the shade 6.5, which matches my neck. Clearly, it doesn't match my face, but we want to match my neck right now because it would look a little weird if I was matching the color of the skin on my face right now. So once I have that buffed in all over the skin, I'm going to just go in and do my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows before I do my concealer recently because I just think that it makes more sense to do it this way in case I have to clean up my eyebrows. I can go in with the concealer, so on and so forth. You guys get it. So I'm just filling in my brows with Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown, and then I will go in and conceal my under eyes. I am using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which I absolutely love. You guys know, ride or die concealer. That's my absolute favorite. It's very full coverage, so I really like to use a damp beauty blender to blend it out, because a damp beauty blender, like I've said so many times recently, really helps pick up the excess product if you can tend to pack it on, which I can definitely do when it comes to concealer. I can be very heavy-handed with it, but a damp beauty blender will really take away any excess product so that you don't have cake face and you don't have those under eye lines that can really just not look good. Then I'm going to set everything. I am using Anastasia Banana Powder, and then I'm also using MAC Pro Emphasize Highlighting Powder. And I'm going to mix those two together, and then I'm going to just set my under eye area using a Sigma tapered highlighting brush. This is an absolute must for me. If I don't do this, my under eye area will crease and my shadow will kind of start falling down, and it won't look so cute. So then I'm going to just highlight my brow bone. I am using MAC Shroom, which is an amazing brow highlight. It works on so many skin tones. It's just a very neutral, great vanilla shade of highlight. Beautiful. Then I'm going to go in with that exact same Makeup Forever eyeshadow in number 162, and I'm going to be using a flat definer brush. This is the E15 from Sigma, and I'm going to press this all along that lash line, but I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. As you can see, I'm going to just stop it right when we get about, I would say, 3/4 of the way in. And then I'm going to blend it out. I'm using a pencil brush and going back with that original Bengal that we used on the upper lid. And I'm going to blend out that outer corner. Then what I'm going to do is take Blanc Type. Some people call it Blank Type. Some people call it Blanc Type. When I worked at MAC, we called it Blanc. So I'm going to be taking Blanc Type with just a tiny little precision brush. I'm going to dab that on the inner corner of my eye. I love this because it's a very intense vanilla shade, but it's matte. And I didn't want the inner corner of the eye to be really sparkly and shimmery because I feel like it can almost kind of take away from this look. So once I have that on that inner corner, I'm going to take that same flat definer brush and I'm just going to start bringing it a little bit lower than my actual lash line, as you can see me doing. It's kind of difficult to explain, but that's why you guys can watch and see what I'm doing. I'm just going to draw a straight line. Instead of going all the way up to that inner tear duct, I'm just going to kind of follow it straight. So don't curve around to the natural curve of the eye. Just take that line and go straight if you see what I'm doing. Then I'm taking a Makeup Geek pencil brush and I'm just blending that out. You can go back with some more Bengal. You can grab a little bit more of that Makeup Forever eyeshadow, whatever you want, but I'm just going to blend that out. I want it to be nice and buffed out and I want it to really come down far. Then I'm going to take Anastasia, a Beverly Hills Smoke eyeshadow, and any brush that is going to be pointy and have an angle, this is an Anastasia brow brush actually, and I'm just going to go in and deepen up that line and make it a little bit more intense because I like the way that looks on the inner corner when it's nice and pointy and sharp and defined, and that will really do that. So again, I'm just going to take that darker brown color and just bring a really fine, tiny line just to sharpen that up, and then I will just go and smoke it out. Then to complete it, what I do is I take just any sort of vanilla color eyeliner. I believe that this is from MAC and this is the NW20 pencil. I'm going to put that on my waterline. That will really connect everything with that inner corner highlight. Putting that on the lower waterline will really just give this a lot of dimension. So I'm going to coat my lower lashes with my